going to be a busy day today. I got some calendula that I'm going to split out now. Got 5 plants on those, and then the borage over here. I'll be splitting those out. There'll be 5 of those to go. So, best thing to do is just load up a little bit of dirt. This is actually compost. And I'm just going to go ahead and dump these out right here. And we'll start splitting them out. So there's one there. Another one. Get it over here. I'm splitting these out because I want them to continue to grow and not be inhibited by the other plants around them. So, one for one. I'll probably, the ones I don't plant this year, I'll probably have a little sale, yard sale, and sell starter plants to the community at a very cheap price so that they get their garden supplies. Not too much cost. It's just a matter of filling these things up, being very gentle when you're doing this so you don't break the roots and everything else. You like to try to get them in the center, but if they don't want to do that, don't try to force them. Let them do what they want to do. Try to force them too much and they know end up snapping the roots and killing them. And, we don't want to hurt our plants. And they'll eventually orient themselves the way they want anyway. So, let's just start filling these up with some dirt until I got them where I want them. And that'll be one right there for a starter. And then another one. This doesn't take too long. Separating your plants out. I like to plant a whole bunch of seeds in one little pot like this, or a bigger 6-inch pot instead of these little 4-inch pots. And then you can separate them out later, because otherwise you're just taking a lot of space and you don't know if they're all going to pop up and start growing. That's one thing you don't want to do, is waste a lot of your space when you're trying to get things started. You want to make sure it starts and then you can get it separated out. It'll save you a lot of shelf space if you have a limited space for your plants. And simply just get these lined up, tag them, so I know what they are. Even though I know what they are, I don't have to sit there and guess what they are later. Some people sometimes say, oh, I don't remember what this was. Well, that's because you need to be, if you're going to do plants and plan and organize better, even if you're not going to resell plants, starts like this. I mean, for the most part, I probably will not sell these ones I'm doing today, but the chamomile and the other ones that I've got a lot of seeds for, there's only so many of those I want to plant in my garden in the front, and I'm just going to use them for like flowers, and people won't know that I'm going to use them for herbal stuff too. But, you know, there's another gardener. She's a nice lady. I like her a lot. Her name's Mrs. Green Thumb. And she's a nice person. You ought to check her channel out. In fact, I'm going to shout her channel out. You can go over and talk, see her one of these days. She's a part of the gardening community. I have her on YouTube. She does some wonderful gardening up in Canada. My friend in Canada. And she has a lot of good topics, and she does a lot of little projects and stuff, arts and crafts. Even if you don't like the gardening part, you'll like her other channel, Nana's Crafting. I'll put both of those links for her channels. It's been a while since I've been over to her channel. I've just been too busy trying to do everything else. So the borage, I'm separating it out today, and I got 3 plants in here. I'm really happy about that. Yeah, I don't tend to use um, potting soil when I plant. I use compost. Just better. It's better to use. The compost. The compost is a lot better. I find that potting soil a little annoying because it dries up so easily, and it's really not just meant for anything but starting plants. If I want to move this to something else, then I've got real soil in here that I don't have to worry about ripping it out and trying to plant it in the ground. Gives it a good kickstart. It's got a lot of good nutrients in this compost. It's all organic, by the way. I don't put any pesticides or anything like that in my gardens at all. Nothing. Everything's organic what I do. And, you know, the goal here is to have natural, good tasting food. So there's your little boards plant. I've got one more to do. And like I said, make sure you mark them. In a few weeks I'll probably be transplanting the rest of these and getting them into pots. And as you can see, the chamomile was going to take the whole tray itself. That's alright because I'll probably sell half of them and make a tidy little profit just to the neighborhood. At least to cover my cost of gardening. Folks around here don't have much money to begin with. A lot of them are fixed incomes, so I want to try to help the community out as much as possible, and this is one way you can do it, is not only garden for you, but garden for them. So, I got my hands in the dirt, as you can see. They're all dirty. And now I've got my my transplants done.